5-minute power talks. And tonight we're going to be talking about, Terry, what are we going to be talking about?
Youth work support services. Tonight, but it could be today. Because you could be watching a rerun.
You certainly could.
So we're trying to make it a generic. But we keep both slipping up. But anyway, you can do that. Today, we're talking about youth work support services. Youth work. We're going to talk about that. I was, who attended youth work and youth services as a kid?
Not really, no.
Jill didn't. I did.
didn't.
I went to a few youth clubs and it was great. You had pool, table tennis, discos. Then it became punk rock and heavy rock and all this. But they were okay. It's where young people hung out. Fast forward years, I became a troubled youth. And I got in a lot of youth services support that I didn't really want to, but I did. I got on probation once, I told you. 2 years intensive on the back of being in care. And we did all kinds of stuff like group therapy and went on holidays and barges and stuff like that. And I won all the competitions at table tennis, darts and pool. I was just the best. Troubled youth. But anyway, so I can relate to young people and we love young people. And I work for the world's biggest youth Christian organisation.
You did.
And now we've developed some great youth work and services in Matlock, in the heart of Derbyshire, and all around Derbyshire. I mean, we employed a lot of youth, young people as community development workers. Then we developed youth work in Matlock, in Chesterfield, and by definition, all across Derbyshire, Ashbourne, Derby, Buxton, all over doing youth work. So we just wanted to talk a bit tonight about youth work and youth services. And the first thing that comes to mind for me, which is always good with young people, music and food.
Absolutely.
For all kinds of people.
I was going to say.
Old people as well, but young people love music, love food. And then you can develop services. I mean, a lot of stuff's online these days, but you still want to get people in groups, in communities, and have a leadership culture. You know, I've written a book on service user involvement, so it's always good to involve your service users, the youth, in things you're planning. You know, it's like I heard of something recently, they're going to do a youth disco. I mean, youth these days wouldn't call it a disco. That's going back to the 70s. Come on, bro. Ask them what they want to call it, what they want to develop, and what music. Yeah. Involve them in the planning and the leadership. Then you've got ownership, you're raising leaders, a culture of ownership, empowerment, stuff like that. And it's great. Train them, give qualifications, train your staff, give volunteer opportunities, stuff like that. And wherever you are, we're rural, so it's good to do rural stuff outdoors.
Absolutely.
We utilise the outdoor training centre not far from here. Do you remember that, Joe, with our staff? No. I remember it well. Yeah, they went there.
Oh, yes. I didn't. Yeah, with Lauren and the team. Yeah, they did an outdoor pursuit type thing.
That's right. And they had food, and it's all good team building, leadership, etc., etc., etc. So, if you're in Matlock, if you're in Derbyshire, around the UK, around the world, and you want help and support in developing youth projects, we're a Christian charity, so we have an emphasis on developing Christian outreach and youth projects. In fact, we're doing stuff in partnership with Costa at the moment.
Absolutely.
We did one in Alfreton this week. We're doing one in Heanor next month and one in Matlock Costa the month after. So be creative, be innovative, use new venues. Don't just use old beat up buildings in the middle of a council estate, which is fine, but we need to get people away from council estates and lift their what do you call it? When people have got aspirations and inspirations, lift people up in that.
Absolutely.
Be lifters, and getting people in new environments and getting them out of their environment is really, really good. Lift their ambitions. That's what I meant to say. Lift other people's ambitions, and as you do that, your ambition will be lifted. Thanks for tuning in from the castle, talking about youth work, youth services. Get good safeguarding in, get good child protection policies and stick by them and circulate them and put them on your website. Stay current, stay modern, do creative and innovative stuff.
Yeah.
Encourage the youth, encourage the next generation. And if you're a Christian organisation, Lead them to Jesus. Give opportunities for that. Like, share, comment, subscribe. It's goodbye from Jill.
And it's goodbye from Terry.